Do you hear that in the background?
Yes.
That's me showing that I am 7 minutes and 30 seconds into watching stock shit. That was where my head was today. Um, I was getting ready on the way to work when I think I might have had like an hour, maybe two, when Leo dropped all that shit in my lap, or else I would have just fucking I would have popped a beer and then fucking streamed about it immediately. Probably tried to get a hold of you. Well, got a hold of you.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I got that message when I was asleep.
no,
Because
I
it's like
assumed. No,
it was like 4 in the morning over here.
all right. So, like I don't know where your head is. I don't.
I'm kicking myself.
I've tried to be your friend. I don't know. Maybe you just think I'm a right wing nut job, stepping stone, whatever. But I've really tried to be your friend for whatever reason. I thought you likable. I thought you affable. Means likable, same fucking thing. Um, if you thought I was a meme, I think we're way past. We're having to worry about that at this point. Um, when fucking Elf kept throwing you out of the fucking room, I kept trying to bring you the fuck back. You're basically, to me, you were like a liberal Rocky. I don't like the big concern, the absolute biggest concern that I think me and Gilded had when we were talking to Leo was between what you did at 15 and 17, pattern of behavior. Why did you go back? Would be the big question when you
But
when. So first things first, I guess I'm going to verify that. Did you?
uh, the 15 and 17 thing,
Yes.
and yeah,
Okay, so for anyone, inevitably later on, you told me, and I I've said this before, and I'm going to stay absolutely consistent. Do I believe that something that you did at the beginning, or let's maybe not the absolute beginning, but a fair tail-ended beginning, should ruin the rest of your life? Um, the second time makes it a touch harder. Yes, I understand that there's a huge gap. So you're 29 now, right?
yes,
Okay. Um, most of us who are not legal experts are of the opinion that you are potentially legal in the clear. Have you looked that up, by the by?
no,
I would do that. Um, I will tell you this, and this is just my crappy non-certified educated guess. If you are doing anything, pattern of behavior can extend statute of limitations. So I would absolutely not do that because if you have gotten away with crap before, that would certainly get you back on the hook again. Why did you start to bring up the? Did you think that basically everybody was going to forgive you if you caught the next big thing?
you mean in like
What,
why did I bring it up originally?
no, you were bringing up the. It seemed to be on the top of your head or the tip of your tongue about hunting preds, right? Like when we started talking, and I would if had the proverbial shit already hit the fan by the time we had that talk, because I didn't know.
I'm I just thought it was like I thought hunting prez was fun. I thought watching people swarm was fun, and because you know how
Well,
horrible people.
well no,
Well,
the part I hated was talking to the parents because I can't just assume that they're all dicks. Like, what if they just got blindsided by this shit out of fucking nowhere and you have to tell somebody, hey, your kid's a monster? Like, that's the most uncomfortable fucking thing in the world. I hated doing that. Um, my most, well, I can't, well, I'll just say it. Rue just had to call up a couple of damn parents for that, and she's like, why don't you? And I was like, I don't want to talk to the parents. Uh, the only one I ever did was Mrs. Salmonetti, and I got screwed out of that one. But let's stay on topic here. Did the parent ever find out, or
uh,
the pastor or whatever individual whose kid that you compromised, Blake?
no,
It wasn't the same one, was it?
no,
Okay. So as I understand it, like about the other 8-year-old, was it also somebody who was in charge of the church, or what is it called?
Uh, a youth director.
Youth director. So youth director with two different kids.
No, no, no. Oh, they weren't. The kids weren't related.
Okay. Um, I'm sure this is my dumb Catholic side, but why church, Blake?
I don't know. I don't know why I did any of this shit. Like
I
I can.
thought I thought about this at work constantly, and I'm like, all right, you know what? What 15-year-old boy isn't a fucking walking erection? Why did you go back? Why at 17? What the fuck, Blake?
I,
And yeah, this
I
is
was.
me. This is me being 100% fucking consistent when I've told other people. I think people know what the fuck they want by the time they're 17. That cuts both ways, Blake.
I I didn't know. I was very dumb, and I was still being groomed. That's that's not an excuse, but like I was still in contact with the people who had been fucking grooming me since I was 15.
So I'm not a doctor. We're gonna. I have some questions about Patch because from what I heard, you had confided in them. Sorry, about this, and it stayed there, right? If I had to guess, and you tell me if this is wrong, um, Patch heard this, assumed that okay, water under the bridge, ancient shit, and then heard about we're gonna have to fix that part right now. You told me something about four girlfriends, and I read body language wrong, right?
Yes.
The story I caught was it was a skosh different. Something about a roommate, Blake.
Yeah, we were all going to be roommates,
Okay. Um,
and now all four of us are currently.
so if I had to guess, and if this is accurate, I can't hold it against Patch. They already heard the thing about the two 8-year-olds. I, I can't believe I'm saying that the fuck out loud. Fuck. Uh, and they saw what might have potentially been a pattern of behavior and said that I can't help you anymore. Am I in the ballpark?
No, they said that after the roommate shit came out.
Um, what was, because Leo framed it like you said that you'd been compromised as a kid. Did Patch know what age you are with the 8-year-old?
Yes,
Okay. What was their response?
they they basically said that I was a child and I was actively being groomed, and so it well, I wasn't in the best of headspaces to you know whether that was wrong when there were adults in my life telling me, hey, that no, this is okay, this is something, and that's it should be not not looked down upon.
Um, so I'm gonna brace you for this. If I know that there's a pattern of behavior in Patch, and I'm probably not gonna be okay with this. This isn't in defense of you necessarily. I'll level with you. It's not. If I hear Patch say something, well, Blake Diamond's dominant personality, I'm gonna be like, shut the fuck up. Patch, you are definitely capable of standing up to Blake Diamond, and you'd be like, I got manipulated, and you are also capable of telling Blake no. No. If you want to tell me, oh, Lily Pete's power dynamic, blah 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 blah, blah, okay, fine, I might buy that. If you tell me, oh, Anthony's power dynamic, okay, you know what, I might buy that. Blake Diamond, I think you're tipping the scale a little bit, quite a bit, significantly on the monster side here. But I'm not gonna go with any power dynamic bullshit. You didn't have any juice in that, as far as I understand. Holy crap! They didn't tell anybody
Um,
else, did they?
no,
They just
and
okay. Yeah, no, I understand. I really went out of my way. I had time this morning, and I was like, I can make a big stink about this because I've had people say before, oh, you just tell people. No, people like us have had to make snap decisions, make judgment calls on what we decide to go forward with and crap like that. And Patch had probably should have asked for a second opinion. I'll tell you how this would have gone. I had time to think about this all day at work. What would you have done if this had been Brony Inspector and would have came to you? So I would have, let's assuming everything hadn't come off the wheels, I probably would have turned to Rouge or Leo. Let's assume that I went to Rouge first, and you know, she decides to be the soft touch. I would have then gone to Leo, and for whatever reason, if he would have said that, I probably would have then gone to Creepy, and I know he would have been like, "No, you're turning him in." You could be like, "Well, that's pretty spineless." Yeah, but it would have got to the right answer eventually. God damn.
And the thing is, this fucking when I initially told Patch this, they went on to tell me about a different person they had forgiven. One of their, I think it was a college roommate who had confided in them that they had pedophilic tendencies, but they forgave them because they got treatment and then were in therapy and
Well, Blake,
were
we
taking
have,
steps and shit.
are you currently seeing a therapist for this, medicated, so forth and so on?
Yes, I'm in. I was just in a therapy appointment yesterday, and I've been put on new and more medication. So yes, I am getting treatment.
Um, so I'm really trying to progress forward here. Usually, guys, when they have their first experiences, you at least have a vague memory of what was going on. Why?
Why?
Why did you do it?
I don't know. I I probably just thought that because as my groomers had been filling my head with shit that it was okay, and it wasn't until like years later when I've gotten away from all of that I was able to start self-reflecting and
So let me
try to think.
let me ask you about the groomer thing. You said this was on Yahoo Messenger. What the fuck else was it? MS, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. If someone specifically asked you what's a kink you didn't like right now, just for example.
Water sports. Yeah,
Okay.
that kind of crap. I hate that shit.
Okay. 15, 17, any of your groomers asked you to do anything to do with pee and roleplay, would you tell them?
No.
Huh. See my point?
Yeah.
I, Your Honor, I rest my case about knowing what you want. Now, I don't know if anybody tried to lure you anywhere. Did they?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not going to downplay that. But at the same time, every time I've usually talked with people, if it's something they clearly don't want to do, they usually don't do it. There are certainly... I don't want to say submissive because of the suggestion. Suggestible people who are more prone than likely to be nudged this, that, and the other. When did you reflect on this and realize, holy shit?
I honestly, I'm not even sure or when. I just know that like it's it started when I started looking back on how and thinking on how my dad and my sister both molested me when I was even younger, and then and just from there all the fucking and horrible shit it just started coming back in and making me think about that.
Did were any charges ever pressed as far as that goes?
No.
Okay. Again, I can't speak intelligently to any of that. Um, what specifically happened with the roommate?
Um, well, I'm gonna say the exact same thing that I have said before. All three of us went into the bed, and like there were times when I was kissing and cuddling and with one. There was times when I had was being affectionate with the other. Or there was a time when one was on top of me and we were doing stuff and that was fine. But I don't remember her being told no. I do remember the hand on the thigh thing and my hand just being uncomfortable, so I just rested it. But
Are you
I'm
moving
not.
back and forth in his heat right now? Because the squeak's a little.
Yes.
Okay.
God damn it. Hold on. Let me. I have WD-40. Give me a minute.
All right.
Sorry, it's my. I've always is rocked, it's back and forth, or you know, I'll bounce up and down as my webcam footage is shown. And it's a nervous tick. Not even a nervous tick. It's just something I do to get rid of excess energy.
No, no, I'm jittery.
All right, I think and that should work. Yep, it's not
Okay,
squeaking
no,
anymore.
it's cool. Um, where the hell were we? You'll have to forgive me. My brain keeps shutting down.
Yeah,
Oh,
and, the only one.
the roommates with the bed.
Yeah,
Um, so I wasn't there. Um, there've been a similar situation about a he said she said that basically we weren't able to bring to light before. Um, especially since the alleged victim didn't want it brought to the public. The other Diamond tried bringing that forward, if you know what I mean, despite the victim's wishes, but we'll not get completely sidetracked on that. What was the partner's reaction? Did they confront you at all, or what?
um,
One or both, or what?
well, they uh, it was when we finally they moved here. They had a couple of grievances and we had a conversation about it, but I it was just kind of rambly and saying I'm sorry and this and this. As I'm trying to explain and how my and where my head was at and where it wasn't, and but uh, there was no real resolution, and it was just kind of a conversation that fell off.
So you're asserting, um, basically everything presumed to be fine, ish, and they went.
Fine-ish, bordering on we need to talk about it when everybody is not completely stressed out from having just moved into a place that wasn't what I asked for.
Okay.
I specifically asked the fucking landlord, "All right, hey, do you have is it a single floor?" And they said, "Here, let me show you the floor plan." I don't know how to read fucking floor plans,
Okay. Um.
and unfortunately, it doesn't look like there are any single floor apartments here or anywhere else.
I believe it or not, Blake. I am just from personal curiosity. I would be perfectly fine going over this, that, and other about the place and where you are now, but that's probably not going to progress this conversation. Um. Actually, real quick, are they still with you or what? Or did they throw you out or what happened?
Um, oh no, oh we're all still living here, but they have signed a roommate release his form, and the other roommates, the one that doesn't have as much of a problem with me, we are looking to switch to a studio. because we will not be able to afford this place where it's just the two of us.
Okay, so whether or not that I get the chance to do this, somebody will likely need to tap Patch on the shoulder to get some confirmation and clarification about some of the shit going on. Because, whew, um, so as I understand it,
Like, hold,
like did
just to clarify,
yeah,
I have tried several times to apologize, and and because of how fucking and jittery and off I am, it's either or seen as ingenuine or a pity party. No, no, with like yeah, the details are kind of
well,
shaky, but if
let me. I'm just trying to be clear here. And again, I'm gonna have you clarify. In Patch's shoes, if I'm understanding this correctly, um, not saying that it necessarily is, but worst case scenario is ideal in worst case scenarios because I'm a paranoid lunatic. This is well
I was
established.
saying no,
Yeah, no. Based on the past two previous things, could you see where Patch's mind might have is did she tell anybody after the incident with the roommate?
um, as far as I know, no, but they didn't have to.
Okay.
The list of grievances was given into uh, people who were close to the subject, even though, but when I was originally told, hey, making a list of grievances, as my initial thought, and I had said this, was okay, when you finish the list, all four of us currently living in the house will sit and go over the list and talk about the grievances we have so that we can, come together and move forward. I didn't I didn't know it would be shared with other people and make a house issue into a community issue. So if that makes any sense.
No, I get it. Um, so how did it get to the internet?
Uh, so one of Patch's requests before severing contact with me was that I tell well, two of my closest friends, who I call my brothers,
All right.
uh, what had happened, and and so I made a group chat with the two of them and said, hey, at some point we need to sit down and talk about this because I've done a lot of shit and I can't and I need to lay it out with you guys because you guys are my best friends. I need to know if y'all are still going to stand with me. Unfortunately, due to scheduling conflicts, all three of us could not. So I said, fuck it. Let me record a video of one Monroe who was available to for us to go over the list and for me to try to explain myself because nobody else had allowed me to try and explain myself. Of and I'm going. I would make it a private video because it was way too long to be sent in any sort of messaging system. Data caps are bullshit, and I would leave it private. Send the private link to my bro, and then once he confirmed that he watched it, I would it's make it actually private. I meant to say unlisted before. I'd make it an unlisted video, send the unlisted link, and once he reads it or watches it, set the video to private.
Well, how long was the video?
Over an hour.
How long did he have to wait for this?
Um, not not too long. No, no,
Couple days, week, month, what?
no. As soon as the video was done and uploading and I had set it to unlisted, I sent the unlisted link. So it was like it within the day and the
Okay.
next day.
All right, like 2 days. Um, but they were already
Now it
kind of vaguely cued in beforehand, or what?
yes.
Okay.
Um, it it took him a while to watch it because again scheduling conflicts and his own roommate drama. But thankfully, it's not as bad as what's going on with me.
All right.
But But no, once I got confirmation that hey, I've seen in the first two allegations, and I I still think you can get better, so I stand by you. I said, all right, let me go into fucking YouTube editor, because I want to look at some other stuff. If I got fucking and bullshit copyright claims, and I want to file disputes on,
Okay.
and I go to uh, a click to set it to private, but get distracted by what I don't remember. Probably like somebody sending me a TikTok.
So
Uh,
you're saying you set it to public?
yeah, it was an accident, but it happened.
Okay.
And then I got called. I got asked to come downstairs for something, and as I was downstairs, I received a message. Hey, did you mean to send this to public? Like, oh fuck! Run back upstairs, set it to private. It, well, that's another mistake. That's another late moment. TM.
Okay.
God damn it! This The fact that this has just been a constant snowball of mistake after mistake after
So
mistake.
I just want to hear your version of this. How fast did Ruza throw you the fuck out?
What?
How fast did Ruza throw you the? You were an admin in there, right?
No, I was not an admin.
Okay. Like how fast did you get chucked?
I was still in the fucking Senate call. Oh, when I saw the notification, and then before I could even check the notification, then I was yeeted.
Okay. Did they go straight from their room to the Senate for that, or what?
No,
Or
Ruza did not show up in call.
okay. Um, have you heard Ruza's hot take on this?
That I don't deserve friends and I don't deserve to live.
And what did they have a word for you? What was their diagnosis?
Um, no, I
Okay. I don't have access to your medical file, whether or not that you are receiving help or you have a prescription. Goddamn, Blake.
yeah, goddamn indeed.
I don't. I'm if you're actually getting medical help, um, if you're actually getting a prescription for that, you don't mind reading that off, do you?
Um,
If you haven't
is
already.
well, it's not for this. It's a
Oh,
new anti-anxiety med,
well then.
and I have and depression pills. But um, the long
Do you
to
have?
add on to
I'm sorry, but I have to ask. Do you have certain urges, perhaps, Blake? I know
no,
that's very insulting as shit, but I gotta ask these things.
no,
Okay. Have you had these, as far as the roommate thing goes, these misunderstandings before?
no. But like I feel like every time I try to talk, this something gets misconstrued. Like I could say the sky is blue, and they think I was saying, and the floor was on fire. That's how fucking and bad the communication is right now.
Well, then, I don't know them. I don't ever met your other roommates. I'm assuming Patch wasn't even one of them, right?
No,
Okay. So I don't know the ins and outs of that. I'm sure that is. I heard something about a Google Doc, Blake. So, I think the good times are gonna continue to roll, if you know what I mean. Um, don't know who's making it, but I know that apparently there seems to be some time and craft, and there, presumably that this isn't just gonna go away.
yeah, probably not. Um, and to add on to like my treatment, one once once my his, his solo roommate slash his ex partner has is financially is stable enough and are our new studio once we move into that. There are in fact asylums or padded padded cells, those loony bins basically. Um, I'm gonna fucking and check myself in there, and because I tried to check myself into like a standard hospital, but due to COVID, uh, they had to turn me away because they didn't have any beds. But I just want to make sure that oh, my roommate doesn't end up homeless because of my stupid ass.
Okay. Um, what was the name of the church?
I don't remember. I've been I've been to so many churches in my life that it's hard to keep track of them.
But you grew up in the same general area, right?
No, I it fucking have moved multiple times.
Okay. So you've been in my state most of your life, or is that just new or recent until, you know?
No, no, that was new. That was only for 1 year last year.
Okay, I had no idea. Felt like you mentioned it a bit earlier, but you know, time
Yeah,
flies.
no, the last time you and I had talked, I was like when you and I were talking stocks, I
Yeah,
said, "Oh
then
yeah, by the way, I'm moving into
yeah.
your state. If I see
No,
you, I'll buy you a
I
beer."
no no, I remember. Whatever. That again, for anyone listening, I wasn't aware of all the really traumatic, horrifying 8-year-old stuff. Um,
That
again, Blake.
that's just a ballpark.
Well, again, I can't climb inside a Patch's head. It'd be a lot easier to go Patches being Patch if I didn't know about that other part.
Yeah.
Jesus. Well, Blake, I wasn't expecting you to get back to me so soon. I appreciate that. Definitely. Anything else that you wish to say in your defense before I hit stop and end the call?
Um, there there is no defense for what I've done. There, like if I could go back and you know do this all again and not do horrible stupid shit, not continue the cycle of abuse. Because you bet your last dollar I would. But unfortunately, I can't. Now the only thing that I can do is get myself all checked in once once the house once our house is financially stable and stay in there for however long it takes. It's to work through all my trauma, work through my lack of impulse control, work through my inability to read in body language.
Um, so again, if this story doesn't line up at all, I'll be tapping you on the shoulder again. I guess I'm good for now. Thank you for the talk. Let me
Yeah.
stop.